Oh dear, it looks like it's all gotten a bit too much in the jungle for Josie Gibson after she was spotted sucking on her thumb during Wednesday's episode of I'm A Celebrity. Get me out of here, which left fans, well, outraged, to put it mildly. The 38-year-old This Morning presenter was caught out while she was sleeping in camp, and fans were quick to notice her unusual habit. Viewers rushed to X to discuss her disgusting and outrageous habit that she has at her age. One wrote, "Josie sucking her thumb. WTF. Guys, did I just see Josie sucking her thumb, or did I imagine it?" Another added, "Sorry, is Josie sucking her thumb?" A third said, "Is Josie sucking on her thumb while sleeping? OMG, people grew out of that in childhood. Josie Gibson sucking her thumb. How old is she?" Added another, "Nah, I can't move past Josie sucking her thumb. What grown woman does that? OMG." Another said, "I don't care how popular she is. Seeing Josie sucking her thumb like a baby is quite disturbing." Josie also went wild for Marvin Humes' six-pack earlier in the episode as she witnessed him working out. The JLS star and Fred Sirieix were seen working out together in camp using rocks. They then started singing their own jungle song, "Jungle Living, Living in a Jungle." Fred laughed. It could be a Christmas hit. As Marvin headed up to the shower where Josie was washing her clothes, Josie exclaimed, "Bloody hell, Marv. Is that your body? How many times a week do you work out? Jesus." Marvin laughed, "'Cause I'm not eating, babe. I've lost a lot of weight." Josie seems to be getting quite the eyeful on the show after she was left in hysterics on Monday as she was confronted by the bare bottom of Nigel Farage within hours of meeting him. Nigel wasted no time in whipping his clothes off to have a wash, leaving his entire behind on show. Walking through the camp, This Morning host Josie was stopped in her tracks as she set eyes on his cheeks, with the former Big Brother winner saying in the Bush Telegraph that she's seen worse. After the unexpected display of fleshy Farage, viewers took to X to express their astonishment. Shocked viewers shared, "Totally didn't need to see Nigel Farage bum on national TV. Wasn't expecting to be facing Nigel Farage cheeks as I sat down with a cuppa. In no other country would you see a politician's on national TV. What? Why have I just seen Nigel Farage cheeks? Why am I seeing Nigel Farage bare cheeks on my screen? Can't believe I've just seen Nigel Farage, the comments went on. And 2 days later, after taking a sneak peek at Marvin Humes, Josie Gibson spoke in the Bush Telegraph saying, "First it was Nigel Farage bum, now Marvin's six-pack, loads of surprises. Just don't know what's going to come next. Indeed, we dread to think. But, let's face it, it could have been worse. It could have been Hugh Edwards bearing all. No, on second thoughts, we've already endured that." Meanwhile, JLS divided opinion as they appeared on Wednesdays This Morning to discuss their bandmate Marvin Humes' I'm A Celebrity stint. Aston Marigold, Orishay Williams and JB Gill chatted with Marvin's wife Rochelle Humes on the show as they threw their support behind their friend. Yet viewers struggled to make sense of who was talking, taking to X to share, "Too much loud shouty going on this morning. Stop talking over each other. Come on, guys, you're all talking at once." Others questioned why Marvin, who has been a quieter character in camp, was getting airtime on This Morning, penning, "Bit weird watching Rochelle interview her husband's bandmate/friends this morning. FFS, nobody is talking about Marvin. Would they talk about Marvin if Rochelle wasn't presenting?" On the show, the bandmates were left in hysterics as they reflected on Marvin's jungle entrance, in which he had to tackle his fear of heights with a skydive. They confessed, "Honestly, I think all of us and our partners were cracking up. We have seen his fears in the rafters on the tour and him backing out of the skydive years ago. Everything he was doing, those faces, it's what he looks like on the first day of rehearsals." Rochelle added, "I have generally never seen those facial expressions before," and warned that cracks could soon start to show if he gets hangry. And on Tuesday's episode of This Morning, Rochelle let slip a huge I'm A Celeb secret. While hosting with Dermot O'Leary, the singer revealed she receives a courtesy call every morning from producers as they update her on how Marvin is getting on. She explained, "The producer calls us earlier on in the day and they say, 'This is what's going to happen tonight,' and they tell me that he's doing okay. It's sort of like a courtesy call." Yet for now, she's hoping for harmony in the camp and is hoping Mr. Mediator Marv will be able to help heal the current rift between Fred Sirieix and Nella Rose after Dadgate, which saw Nella and Fred butting heads over a perceived slight about her late father. In scenes aired on Tuesday's episode, the online content creator expressed her distaste for a comment the first date's Metra D made in reference to his age. While Fred was preparing food for the campmates' dinner, he batted off compliments that he wasn't old, at age 51, by comparing his age to Nella's. "Yeah, but I'm not 26 anymore, am I? I could be your dad," he reasoned. "No, my dad was way older than you," Rose replied, to which Fred stated, "Yeah, but I could still be your dad." Rose, who has over 1 million online followers on her YouTube channel and social media accounts, lost her father in 2020. Her mother died in 2016, when Rose was 19 years old. In a confessional segment to camera the following day, Rose explained that she felt bothered by Fred's comment, and believed it to be an example of him disrespecting her. She explained, "I didn't say anything last night because I was kind of just annoyed about it. So, I slept on it, and I kind of thought about it and I was just like, this is not the kind of person I want to be around." At breakfast, Rose confronted Fred. After reminding the first date star that her parents have died, Rose said, "I've come to find out that every time I want to get creative around the fire or I want to have something my way, my own food that I'm entitled to my way, you tend to get an attitude. Yesterday, when I wanted to burn fat that you were going to throw out anyway, you turned around to me with an attitude and said, 'You know I could be your dad, right?'" She then explained that the comment had hurt her feelings and that she no longer wanted to eat food he'd prepared or build a relationship with him. "To me, I don't care how you said it to me. That's disrespectful, and I don't want to talk to you," she told the food connoisseur. "I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be around you. I only allow people to disrespect me once. Don't bring up my dead parent. Are you stupid? You know I could be your dad, right? You're a weirdo." Fred had previously been unaware of Rose's feelings and began to apologize for offending her. "First of all, I am sorry I have offended you. I am unaware that you felt offended," he began. "I am unaware that what I said would lead to this conversation. I only said that in a way because I am older than you. I'm 51 and you're 26. After reinforcing his apology for upsetting her, Fred added, "You could have said straight away, 'Excuse me, Fred, this is upsetting me. If I made a faux pas, unwillingly, unconsciously, I am very sorry. But this was all it was." Ending their exchange, Rose stated that although she accepted his apology, she didn't want to be friends. Viewers of the ITV show were divided on the situation, with some criticizing the influencer for misunderstanding Fred's intentions. One viewer wrote on X, "Nella love, Fred wasn't trying to offend you about your dad. This isn't about you or your dad. If anything, he was self-deprecating about his age and his ailing eyesight, using a common catchphrase to do so. Am I missing something here?" However, Nella Rose's friend India Pollock has defended the influencer on Lorraine following her huge row with Fred, saying, "Nella's dad has passed away. Fred should have thought about it." Speaking in Nella's defense, India said the I'm A Celebrity jungle is an easy environment for things to be blown out of proportion. She added, "We are not in the jungle being eaten by green ants." The Love Island star pointed out her friend's dad had died, saying, "Fred should have thought about it." But she did acknowledge that, "I don't think Fred had malicious intent." Out of the whole jungle, India admitted she thought if Rose was going to fall out with anyone it would be the first date star. She explained, "I feel like from first impressions, Fred has a big personality and can come across a little boss. She has a big personality herself. I could see them clashing." Again, in her friend's defense, the reality star shared her friend's good qualities. "She's a very bright, bubbly person, wears her heart on her sleeve," she said. Lorraine Kelly shared that there was only 3% of people who had voted on their poll that thought Rose was in the right in the row. In response, India said, "That's crazy." However, Pollock was convinced it will blow over in a few days. "They will talk about it and have a couple of days of rest," she said. Social media was going wild over the interview, taking to X to share their own views on the matter. "Oh, please, just stop about this Nella. She is nothing more than an extremely rude bully," one viewer wrote. Others added, "Listening to the Nella/Fred convo on Lorraine, how times change. No one feels they can actually say Nella took it the wrong way, which is what we, the public, saw happen. Another added, "What a load of rot. The Nella person is rude, ignorant and attention-seeking. You could see her type when she first went in." Another commented, "ITV clearly want to develop Nella into a new celebrity on the channel, hence this PR damage limitation. They have their quotas to meet. No thanks. Immature brat." India stood by her friend when Kelly asked whether the influencer said "I'm a celebrity" too early in the Bushtucker trial. "No time to cry on Tuesday. No, did you see what was in there?" she said. Proud of her for 3 stars, that was a lot. The ants, the electrocution, it was a bit much. Can we put Ant and Dec in there? Can we do a spin-off where Ant and Dec do a trial? As Blinkerhole mentioned in our last video, This Morning presenter Josie Gibson has been spilling the beans on some of her antics on the daytime show after she admitted to presenting while hungover, twice. Following the news, one would have expected ITV bosses to be cringing, considering the backlash they faced when Phillip, Schofield and Holly Willoughby turned up to host the show drunk after the NTA Awards, plus the fact they are undergoing an independent inquiry. But, oh no, it appears that they are positively promoting the notion. Unbelievably, we discovered that rather than shying away from Josie's comments, they positively promoted them when the This Morning's Instagram account shared their thoughts on the I'm a Celebrity page, with a surprised, twice, comment, which had fans responding with crying with laughter emojis. Well, that just shows how seriously ITV bosses take the matter. To be honest, we can't think of many employers who would encourage such antics, let alone allow them to interact and influence the public via the TV. And Josie Gibson seemed intent on dropping more snippets of This Morning gossip after she recalled being asked to replace Holly Willoughby in a last-minute phone call. The ITV star was chatting with Sam Thompson and Fred Sirieix about how their careers launched and confessed the first time she hosted the daytime show was as a last resort. Detailing how she worked on the channel doing competitions, she went on, "And then one day I got the call. I was on my way to a competition at work. And I got the call to host This Morning. Everybody was ill." "How did you feel when they called you and asked if you could come in?" Fred asked. "I thought they were joking," she admitted. "They said, 'Where are you?' I said, 'I'm on the M4 on the way to a competition.' I honestly thought they were joking around. I thought they were having a laugh. I was like, okay, haha, and then they were like, 'No, this is serious, we need you to present the main show.' And I thought, well, what about the competition?" They went, "There is no competition without a main show, Josie. Were you nervous?" Sam probed, to which the presenter responded, Well, I didn't really have time to be because basically, I had 15 minutes to get ready. So I went straight in, had 15 minutes in makeup, and then straight to the studio floor. So I didn't have time to be nervous at all." The Big Brother star quipped, "They must have been going through the phone book like, Alison, no, she's busy, Holly's ill, Rochelle's ill. Interesting. We wonder if Josie will also find her way to explaining how Alison Hammond got to work so fast to replace former This Morning presenter Holly Willoughby, when she was allegedly pulled from the show, minutes from air, following the news of a suspected kidnap plot by Gavin Plum. Somehow, we very much doubt it. Please like and subscribe for more journeys through the Blinkerhole. For entertainment purposes only. Keep up to date with our latest investigations and hit the join button. If you like what we do, send us a super thanks. Official Blinkerhole merchandise is available in store.